Again, I'm here speaking in solidarity with fellow activists and residents of Palm Beach County on behalf of Reopen Florida. Since you're using CDC guidelines and misleading statistics to justify an unconstitutional mask mandate, I had a whole speech prepared about how wrong the CDC has gotten this whole pandemic response. I could talk about their contaminated tests, their retracted recommendations, their inconsistent stance on masks, their conflating of antibody and viral tests resulting in crucial metrics errors, or how the FDA confirmed that the CDC violated their own manufacturing standards. This whole meeting is a bit of a farce though, right? As every one of you, except Vice Mayor Weinroth and maybe Commissioner Valasche, has indicated, some publicly, you're going to mandate masks here today. Does anyone care about the 888 petitions Palm Beach County residents collected in only 5 days? Or about the $5,000 I raised in 24 hours to file suit in Orange County yesterday? Or that 4 attorneys have co-signed a cease and desist letter on behalf of Palm Beach County residents, and that we are intending on taking legal action against these unconstitutional mandates? Anyone care about actual data? Or the governor's own words that masks should not be voluntary? You preach pseudoscience and safety. Does anyone care about preserving the liberty of the people who pay your salaries? Some of you are up there smirking and smiling at public comments to which you do not agree. I have the photos, and they're shameful. So instead of citing my well-researched data lest I throw my pearls before swine, I'm choosing to use the remainder of my time to encourage Vice Mayor Weinroth, the only one up there who has had the guts to consistently speak freedom over fear. Vice Mayor, if you must stand alone, stand like the Navy Master Chief who stood alone in full dress blues on a North Carolina beach, resulting in the reopening of their beaches. If you must stand alone, stand like the salon owner in Texas whose unconstitutional arrest resulted—
Your time has expired, and thank you for your comments here today. Thank you.
We have Louis Leo the fourth, followed by Melissa Martz, followed by Daniel.
Good morning. Louis Leo IV on behalf of the Florida Civil Rights Coalition. I'm not a medical professional, but I represent people who have been harmed by medical professionals, as well as government employees and officials. I've spent many years studying the harmful effects of CDC recommendations. You'll see signs around here that say vaccines are known to cause seizures, encephalitis, and autoimmunity. That's not my beliefs. Those are just facts, scientifically provable facts. So I encourage you to research, okay? By the looks of this chamber, it is clear that many have fallen for propaganda and pseudoscience. I think we need to learn about that. If we're going to educate people, let's learn about pseudoscience. It's coming largely from unethical organizations who profit from sickness and eliminating not just civil rights, but human rights under the guise of disease prevention. If the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program has taught parents who are paying attention anything, it is that CDC recommendations can cause serious harm and even death. We have now seen reports of kids dying while exercising with facial coverings on. People have passed out while wearing masks, driving, and crashed their cars. If anyone, let alone a child, is injured or dies as a result of an unlawful countywide mask mandate, is the county attorney, are the officials in this room prepared for the legal consequences? That's a serious question. Are you prepared to face individual liability because you won't have qualified immunity, because you know what you're doing is wrong? Are you prepared to face that individual liability for the products you are mandating and deceptively marketing? Johns Hopkins University's recent study on medical errors has revealed that doctors and hospitals kill more than 250,000 Americans each year by mistake. Where's the chart on that? So while nobody in this room can prove scientifically that masks protect people from catching COVID, and keeping in mind the fact that a goat and a fruit have tested positive for COVID, and many tests have been mysteriously contaminated by the CDC, the fact still remains that Americans are more likely to be killed by their doctor or struck by lightning than die from COVID-19.
Counsel, your time has expired.
Thank you.
We have Melissa Martz, followed by Daniel, followed by Laurel Bennett.
Hello, I would like to begin by sharing a childhood story that my mother would tell me over and over again. You may be familiar. It's called Pierre, written by Carole King. In that story, a young boy named Pierre would respond, "I don't care," to everything his parents said. "What would you like to eat, Pierre?" he said. "I don't care." "Where would you like to go, Pierre?" "I don't care." Finally, his parents left him alone, where a lion came by and said, "May I eat you, Pierre?" And Pierre said, "I don't care." Long and short of it is, Pierre decided to care after he was eaten by the lion. If you're not following the analogy here, the board members are the petulant boy named Pierre who refuses to care. Dr. Alonso, we have requested many, many times to see the data that shows that masks are safe and that they will keep us protected from COVID. You have responded, "I don't care." People have screamed, "We are being discriminated against because it is unsafe for us to wear masks," and you have replied, "I don't care." We have told you that you do not have the legal authority to implement a mandate like this, and you have said that you do not care. You stand to violate the constitutional rights of our officers, leaving them open to personal liability, and the constitutional rights of our people, and you do not care. Mayor Kerner, you say that bad actors will be punished to the full extent of the law while never defining what a bad actor is. Sir, you are a bad actor, and you do not care. Each of you elevates yourselves above the rest of us while you sit up there without your masks, communicating to us that you do not care. You have 4 law firms that have come together and are ready to defend against your tyranny, in a court of law. The lion has come and he is asking, "May I eat you?" I am not surprised when you will respond that you do not care. Lastly, I want to declare and decree that the people will have the victory. We are insulated by our Constitution. We are one nation under God, and there will be justice for all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your comments.
We have Daniel, followed by Laurel Bennett, followed by Talita.
My name is Daniel Ruiz. I'm mature age, as you can see. I live around the world. I've faced many pandemics, many viruses, my entire life. It's the first time I had to wear that because of you guys. Recently, I tried one, and it suffocated me. It doesn't allow me to breathe properly. It gave me headaches. I explained that when I was going through a particular store here, World Thrift. I said, I cannot wear that because it suffocates me. And they did not allow me to enter the store. So my question to you guys is, or to the police officer, if they call the police, are they going to arrest me for not wearing a mask? That's my question. Am I going to be arrested for not wearing a mask, even though I have a personal condition? What's your answer? Am I? Am I getting arrested? Finally, there is also a case, I don't know if you guys are aware of, I got right here. This person passed away because of wearing a mask in New Jersey and committed a car accident, right here, I give it to you guys, okay? So who's responsible for this? You guys impose a mask on us. The question is, if somebody passes out in a Palm Beach store because of wearing a mask, are you the people to sue? Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your comments. Just one moment, ma'am.
We have Laurel Bennett, followed by Talita B., followed by Latressa A. Jones.
I'm Laurel Bennett. I'm an engineer. I'm an MBA with concentration in healthcare. I've worked as the OR analyst, and I've also worked as a project manager at the hospital. I run for Florida House of Representatives, District 18, or 86, and I'm in CD 18. Surgeons do not wear their mask 8 to 12 hours. I know this because I set up the OR scheduling. They do their surgeries based on what they do, what type of surgeries they're doing, and at what time they're allocated, and for what day.